let's introduce you to logarithms. On our agenda, I'm going to talk about the class plan because we're coming together, hybrid, full-time. We'll go over the new unit. We're going to do logarithms and rationals and put that together. So we'll start with logarithms. In order to do that, we're going to review with exponents. It's a new inverse called a logarithm. We'll write it in both log form and exponential form. We'll talk about evaluating logs, and then there's a Desmos assignment. So you're going to need paper, notebook, and calculator, and you can pause along the way. I have quite a few problems in here, so pause, do them first, and then check with my answers. The class plan is going to continue as we've been going with 4 points each for homework, videos, Desmos, and Delta Math. Late work is accepted if you email me to tell me, and then quizzes and tests will still be in Delta. We're going to do logarithms first, and then we'll switch to rational expressions and rational equations, and then we'll have a test. As far as we know, there is no MCAS for juniors this year. So, I would like you to try to solve these without a calculator. Pause and complete these. And here are your answers. So you should be familiar with twos even higher than 2 to the 4. These 3s, these 4s, 10s you should be familiar with. Without a calculator, it will just help your fluency as we move into these logarithms. Go ahead and try these. So 2 to the negative 1 is 1/2, 3 to the negative 2 is 1/9 because it comes from 1 over 3 squared, and then 4 to the negative 2 is 1/16 because we move the negative exponents. We make them a reciprocal. We don't make the number itself negative. Go ahead and try these. Remember, when something is raised to the 1/2, that means you're really taking the square root. We can think of this as the square root of 4, square root of 9, and the square root of 16, and we can get those answers. Go ahead and try this without a calculator. I'd be really curious to see how you would do, and I'm hoping that you would get it. So we're thinking 2 to the x equals 8. Well, what do I have to, how many times do I have to multiply 2 by itself to get 8? That's going to be 3. 4 to the what is 16, that's 2. 9 to the what is 3, but I notice I'm getting smaller. I'm not raising it to the 2 or 3 or 4, getting bigger, but I'm getting smaller. So this is actually to the 1/2. And then 3 to the what is 1 over 9. Well, I want to get that down, the 3 down into the denominator, so I'm going to need a negative exponent, and I want to make it bigger, so I'm going to have to square. So 3 to the negative 2 would be 1/9, so x is negative 2. What about this one? 2 to the x equals 7. Well, 2 to the 3 is 8, so it's got to be a little bit less than 3 is what I can kind of estimate. But we need a way to solve this algebraically and to undo the 2. It's not division, that's not what we're going to do here. We need the inverse. And the inverse is something that undoes another operation. It's one operation that will undo the other operation. We've seen this in our math for quite a while. If I'm trying to undo a positive 3 or 3 being added, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. In the middle example, 4 is being multiplied, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So addition and subtraction are inverses, multiplication and division are inverses. And here I have x squared equals 25. So if I want to undo something squared, I take the square root, and the square root and a quadratic are inverses of each other. So in order to undo a base, to find an exponent, we're going to use logarithms. And this is abbreviated as log. So let's go back to thinking about 2 to the x equals 7. We want to convert this to log form so that we can then do it on our calculator. So right now it's an exponential form because I don't know the exponent. I see here, keep the base. Here's my base, so I'm going to keep that the base. I'm going to use the abbreviation LOG, and then the base is a little subscript, so it's down, it's not up like a square. Log base 2 of that answer, 7, is the exponent. Because remember what we're doing, we're trying to find the exponent. So the exponent, we're going to equal the exponent. So now we just have to figure out how to put this into our calculator. But before we do that, let's get a little more practice with this converting. Keep the base, raise it to the answer, and then your answer is x for the exponent. This is red. log base 2 of 7 is x. So we have that word of in there. So I'm going to start you on 1, 2 of these, and then you can try it on your own. So my base here is 2, and then I'm going to go 64 and 6. So log base 2 of 64 is 6. Start with my base of 4, go to the answer. So log base 4 of 4 is 1. That's going to be one thing that we're going to use a lot. Go ahead and pause and try the others. Okay, my base here is 5, so log base 5 of 1 equals 0. I wonder about that one. Log base 8 of 1, what does that equal? 8 to the what equals 1, that's 0. Log base 100 of 1, 0 to the what? That's 0. So anytime we take log base 1, it's going to equal 0. 5 is my base, so I'm going to say log base 5 of 1/25, because you're going to need the parentheses on your calculator, equals -2. And for the last one, I have my unknown exponent. Keep the base, log base 3 of 81 equals x, and that's what we can get ready to type into our calculator. Well, let's see if we can go the other way. So if I'm given the log form, can I get to the exponent form? Keep the base, and then we go in sort of the same motion. The answer becomes the exponent. So this is 10 squared equals 100. 7 squared equals 49. Pause and try the others. 8 to the -1 equals 1/8. 5 to the 1 equals 5. 12 to the 0 equals 1. Here's another example where I did log base something of 1 and I get 0, and another example of log base 5 of 5 is 1. So here we have log base 3 of x. We're going to try to evaluate it. This is without the calculator. So in order to evaluate a log, we're first maybe going to think about it in exponent form. So I'm going to convert it, keep the base. We have 3 to the x equals 9. So you're asking yourself, 3 to the what is 9? Well, that would be 3 squared. So x is 2, and we just solved the log. Log base 3 of 9 is 2. In the second problem, rewrite it in exponent form. 5 to the x equals 25. Well, 5 to the what is 25? That's going to be another 2. Here I have base of 4. 4 to the x equals 4. Well, that's going to be 1. 8 to the x equals 0. When does that happen? Never. 10 to the x equals 1, and that means x equals 0. So a little bit about this log and the base that we work in. Our number system is base 10. Base 10 is the common base. If there's no little base number written like a subscript, then it's an assumed 10. So log base 10 of 25, and you're perfectly fine if you write it that way. It's the same as log 25. So if you see that on MCAS SATs or my work and there's nothing written, it is an assumed little 10. You can write it there as well. But our calculators only do log base 10 unless there's another program. So if we're using the pink calculator, you want to look for the log button, and that's what we're going to be using. And if you're on the TI 84, there's the log button. So go ahead and press log 25, and you should get 1.40. And remember, that had a 10 there. So what this means is that 10 to the 1.4 must equal 25. So what do we do with our calculator, and how do we figure it out? If it's not base 10, then we have to use the change of base formula. So it's going to change it so that the calculator can do it with a base of 10. So if I had log base b of a equals x, what I want to do on the calculator and how I want to type it in is I want to do log, it'll open parentheses, a, close parentheses, then you divide by log base b. So b is the base. It goes into the denominator. So whatever this first thing becomes your numerator. So b is in the basement of the fraction. So on my first example, I have log base 3 of 18. So on my calculator, I'm going to do log 18 divided by log 3. And it should come out to be 2.63. Pause and try the others, making sure you can get it in the right order. Here are your answers. So remember that logarithms are the inverse of exponentials. Logs help us find an unknown exponent. You can convert to exponent form to help you solve, and if no base is written, then it's an assumed 10. You have to use the change of base formula on the calculator to evaluate. And then we're going to practice with Desmos.